Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today I am making a chicken Mughlai, but also I'm going to be cooking it in a handi. So it could be chicken handi as well. Now this is just a cooking pot and it's used a lot in Indian food, and last time when I was in India I remembered to buy one, and it comes with a little lid. So I have not, as you can see, it's not been used before. But hopefully I'm going to use this today and make a delicious chicken curry for you guys. It is a super easy recipe. Obviously it's my recipe, but there are a few stages and I'm just going to show you each one of them. First we need to soak up some cashew nuts and almonds. So around 20 odd cashew nuts and 20 odd almonds, and just soak it with enough milk to cover it up. So I'm not measuring the milk, I'm just covering everything up. And what I'm going to do is just going to put it in the microwave for 20 seconds so that the milk has warmed up, and then it will help soften the nuts while we prepare the chicken. I am using a whole chicken because you guys know I love the chicken on the bone, because that's what gives it the flavor. Boneless chicken, as nice and quick and easy, it's really hasn't got that depth to it. So I go to the butcher's and it's one whole chicken, around 1.25 kilos, because I'm sure some of you will ask me, and then he just cuts it for me. So it's just cut into kind of quite chunky pieces, but if you don't want to get the whole chicken, you could just use kind of 8 chicken thighs or a mix of chicken drumsticks and thighs. And all I'm doing is just tidying up the pieces. They're quite chunky, which is all right because all of them are similar size, so it will take same amount of time to cook. And I always use a separate chopping board for chicken, so I never mix it up. This is for the vegetables and this chopping board always is for the chicken. And for the marinade I need just a few things, and if you've been making my recipes you will definitely have these in the cupboard by now. Just going to get a measuring spoon so I can tell you exactly how much quantity to use. A teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of turmeric powder, a teaspoon of ground coriander, and a teaspoon of chili powder. And I'm just going to chop up 1 green chili. Then this goes into the chicken as well. Really important, some garlic and ginger. Forgot what is garlic and ginger, right? So around 4 to 5 cloves of garlic and a nice piece of ginger. So when you are peeling the garlic, ginger, what is wrong with me today? Right, just use a spoon, because that way you waste absolutely no amount of ginger, and if there is a little bit of skin left, really doesn't matter. So you don't have to go absolutely crazy with ginger. Wouldn't food be so boring without ginger and garlic? So boring. Right, that's ready. And now the final thing is some yogurt. So I'm just going to add a heaped, as you can see there, tablespoons. So 4 big 5. Let's make it 5. And I found some ready fried red onions in Asian supermarket. Obviously if you don't have this you can just fry them at home, but yeah, so I'm just taking enough, that's like a 1 fried onion, and I've put that in, and all that's left to do is mix, and you know there's only one way to mix it properly, by hand. Now you can leave this overnight if you remember because clearly I haven't, and that would be great time for the chicken to absorb all the spices, all the flavors. But if you haven't got the time, then you know you'll have to make do with for an hour or two. That should work fine too. That's the chicken done. So now I've got my handi here. Obviously, please use your normal pans, cooking pans for making this. This is just because I'm desperate to try this out, and that's how it got the name. So I'm going to finely chop one onion, a couple of green chilies. I'm making it really hot today, and 4 to 5 garlic cloves. This is the easiest way to get the skin off garlic. Chop the head off, smash it up, the whole skin just falls off. So once it's nice and hot, I'm going to add a good 3 to 4 tablespoons of sunflower oil, rapeseed oil, or oil of your choice. And we need to flavor the oil, so I'm going to add some spices. So in the oil goes cinnamon, mace, bay leaves, and cardamom pods. Just let it sizzle so that it can release its flavor into the oil before we add the onions. And as soon as it kind of bubbling away, I'm just going to add in the onions and the chili. And now we cook this for a good 10 minutes until golden. Look at that onion. Wow, that is just perfect amount of golden. I'm just going to throw in the garlic and then just cook it for another couple of minutes. So now goes in obviously some spices before I add the chicken. I just almost forgot to add the spices, almost. Because we have already added a whole lot of spices in the chicken, I'm only going to add smaller quantities to the onions. So I have got here half a teaspoon of salt, all the same spices, half a teaspoon of turmeric, half a teaspoon of ground coriander, half a teaspoon of chili, and half a teaspoon of garam masala. Look at the color on that, just stunning. It smells incredible. Look at that mixture, beautiful. Now we add in all the chicken, and I really hope that it fits into this handi because that's a lot of chicken for a small pan. Right, it fits in, it fits. So I am adding a tablespoon of tomato puree, actually 2 tablespoons of tomato puree. You could use fresh tomatoes as well. I've got 100 ml of boiling water. And now, very difficult thing to stir this up. Oh, look at that bubbling away. And we have one last thing to add to this. That looks, oh my god, this is going to be amazing. So I'm going to cover, and I'm cooking on kind of between low medium heat, but I'm going to cook this for 20 minutes and then I'm going to tell you what to do next. Make sure you cover this up. So while this is cooking for 20 minutes, I am going to blitz up the cashew nut and almonds. I didn't tell you how long to soak this for, so I'm just telling you that this should soak for at least half an hour. So it's been 20 minutes, my timer has just gone off, and can I just tell you that this already smells unbelievable. Right, let's have a look. Whoa, wow, amazing. So now I'm just going to add in the cashew and almond paste and give it a mix. Chicken curry is the best curry ever. And although I have got a whole range of chicken curry recipes on my channel, I've actually got a playlist of just chicken curries. All of them are so different, and if you have tried more than one of my chicken curry recipes, you'll know that even though some of the ingredients are similar, the way it is cooked and how a few changes of the ingredients makes such a big difference to the whole final dish. And I'm going to cover and cook this again for 20 to 25 minutes until the chicken is fully cooked. The timer has just gone off for another 25 minutes, so I've cooked this for a total of 50 minutes. If your chicken takes a bit longer, please do check that your chicken is done before you take it off the hob. Wow! Oh my God! And to tell you how the chicken is done, actually it will just follow. Look, it's just pulling apart. It's just beautifully cooked. Oh my God, look at that. Oh, I'm going to plate this up and get eating, to be honest. Oh my God, I'm so excited. And I have to say, I really enjoyed cooking in this equipment. And the whole time I could hear the bubbling, which you can't really hear unless the lid is open. But with this, I could hear it the whole time, which just made me more and more hungry. Wow, just stunning. I'm going to plate this up. If you are making a chicken curry, I have one tip for you. Whenever you cook a curry, I would highly recommend that you leave it alone for half an hour after you've cooked it. That way you get really kind of the curry kind of thickens and deepens, and the flavor becomes more intense. Obviously, if you don't have time, that's fine, which is why curries taste better the next day, because they've had time to infuse and sit in the flavors. Oh my God, that is so stunning. And I would serve it directly in this handi. It's just that it's a bit wobbly and I don't want to take it to the table in this. I would love to try chicken curries from around the world. So if you're watching from somewhere, wherever you're watching from, if you have a chicken curry famous in your country, then you definitely let me know about it in the comments below. And come here, look at this pot of gold. That is the curry. Look at that. Oh my God, so nice and thick and creamy. It's all the cashew nut and almonds that we added. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Can you tell? Oh, you should also please let me know in the comments what's your favorite chicken curry of mine. Please, which of the recipes is your favorite? Oh my God, it's so hot. As always, I'm gonna burn my mouth, but as always, I don't care. Oh my God, wow. Is it one of the best ones I've made? Is it the best one I've made? There's only one way to find out, for you to cook and then let me know if it is one of my best chicken curry recipes. That is stunning. There is kind of a bit of a grit from the almond and cashew nut because I didn't make it into a complete paste. It still had a little bite to it, and that is beautiful. The spices are so balanced, and I thought I was adding too much heat, but with the yogurt I think it kind of balanced out. I've just got a really nice warm throat. It's just beautiful. And I am now going to make a delicious naan to go with this. So if you want the naan recipe, come back next week for the recipe. You'll find it right here, which means you should subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like, share, and I'll see you back with another new recipe. That is chicken handi or Mughlai chicken, whatever you want to call it. Stunning.